Hey everybody, and welcome to my August/Florida book haul video. It's quite big, so I'm going to get started right off the bat. And I just want to apologize ahead of time if I pronounce any of these names wrong. The first one is Uglies by Scott Westerfield. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, and I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but it sounded really interesting, so I decided to pick it up. The next is City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flighty. Sorry, like I said, very bad at names. Then we have Nightshade by Andrea Kramer. Angel by James Patterson. And Fang by James Patterson. The next is Frozen by Melissa De La Cruz and Michelle Johnson. It sounded interesting. I actually got this from Dollar Tree, and Michelle De La Cruz wrote the Blue Blood series, which I heard is amazing. Then we have Embrace by Jessica Shiverington. Next we have Abandon by Meg Cobalt. Next we have The Lady of the Rivers by Philippina Gregory. I guess that's how you pronounce her name. Moving on. But those were my books that I did not plan to get, but they sounded interesting, so I got them anyways. Moving on to the books that I did mean to get. And that first one is Lullaby by Amanda Hocking. I got this at 5 and Below for $3, and I couldn't pass it up even though it's the second book of the series, and I do not have the first. Not yet, at least. I plan to get it. We have The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan and The Throne of Fire by Rick Riordan. And I only gave $1 for both these books because they were on sale. And they are literally brand new. The spines are still stiff. Someone bought them, obviously didn't read them, and yeah. One man's trash, another book lover's treasure, right? Okay, these next ones is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, which I mainly bought because I wanted it in hardback edition. I have read the series and I plan on rereading it this coming year, but I wanted the hardback edition. I'm still missing The Sea of Monsters in hardback. Then we have The House of Hades by Rick Riordan and The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I have not read the Heroes of Olympus series, but I plan to now that I have all the books. I wanted to make sure I had all of them, and now that I do, I have no excuse not to read them other than school is very hectic at the moment. But I will read them. I plan to. Okay, next we have the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver. Delirium and Pandemonium I got as a buy two get third free deal at Books A Million, and then they didn't have Requiem, and when it was amazing when we went to the Goodwill that was literally right across the road from Books A Million, I found Requiem for $3. So I was meant to read this series. It was just a matter of time. Then we have Alex Fenn's Beastly novel, which I got as the free book in the buy two get third free. And I didn't much care for any of the other books, that's why I picked this one up. And it kind of seems like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I hope it is, because I would love to read a retelling of that fairy tale. But I hope to be getting to that soon. Then we have an Allison Neal novel, Evermore. I know this is a part of a trilogy, I believe, and I haven't found the other books. I found this one at a Goodwill for I think 99 cents, and it was more the title, it was more the cover than anything that caught my attention. And when I read the back, I was like, it seems really interesting. I didn't know it was part of a trilogy, but since it's so small, I will most likely be picking up the other books soon if I like it. The next book that I got from another Goodwill, and I paid $2 for, is Everneath by Brody Ashton. Yeah, Brody Ashton. I think, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. I've been wanting this book for a long time, so the fact that I found it at a Goodwill first day in Florida was amazing. Next we have Ripple, which I did not get while we were in Florida. I got it at the 127, which you'll probably see on my 127 haul video if you watch it. But I've been wanting it ever since I read about it on Goodreads. Kristen Doute by Becca Fitzpatrick. I only paid $5.99 for this. If you have, and these two books I got them from Ollie's. So if you have an Ollie's in your area, I mean, don't pass up looking at the books, because you can actually find a lot of good books there for really cheap prices. And then while I was in Florida, I picked up Hush Hush and Final. I do not have Silence yet, but they didn't have the book there when I was shopping, and I couldn't find it in the Barnes & Nobles I went to. So I hope to be getting that book soon, but I still have 2 books to read for it. So I got time. And this was amazing. It was a bargain price book for $3.97. I already had The Maze Runner and the Scorched Trials by James Dashner, but while in Florida, I decided to pick up The Death Cure and The Kill Order as well, so that I had no reason to put off reading this series anymore. Next we have Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. It's either Moss or Mass or something. Yeah. But anyways, I've heard a lot of great things about this book, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into this book. So I'll most likely have reviews up on all these books. I'm not going to get too much into them now. Anyway, moving on, we have Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, which I absolutely cannot wait to start this series. I mean, this is my most anticipated read of the upcoming year. When I read the summary of the book, it reminded me a lot of Rogue off the X-Men, and she's my favorite character, and I love her powers, even though it's horrible and fantastic at the same time. So I cannot wait to read a book about the same kind of powers, or as close as you're going to come into in a book. Next we have The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I have not read the Legend series, but I didn't really like the summary of the Legend series. I mean, I will pick the books up later, but this one, I mean, the summaries of this series just really got me pumped for reading. So I was like, I have to get this series, and I hope to read this book before the second one comes out, which I can't remember when it is, but I think it's soon. Then we have The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, which I don't really know a lot about this book, but from what I've heard from Sasha from A Book Utopia, it's a really, really interesting book to read. So, I mean, she has really good taste in books, and she's the reason I've bought half of these books. I mean, literally half of these books are because she's recommended them, and they've just sounded so good that I want to go to the bookstore, you know, pick them up, buy them, and go home and read them, even though I got homework to do, which I should be doing now, but I'm not. Next is Gone by Mitchell Grant. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Next one, which I am really excited for too, is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. And I know you're all probably thinking, what have you been doing all your life? You have not read this book yet? And yeah, I really should have read this book, but I haven't been an avid reader for a while, and the size kind of intimidated me. I mean, it's not as big as, you know, the Harry Potter series, which I've read at least 10 times, because I read it like once, twice a year. But it's like, I don't know. The movie kind of threw me, and it's like, it sounds interesting, but I don't know if I'd want to read the book about it. But I heard there's a lot of difference, and the adaptation wasn't really as loyal as it could have been to the books. So I decided to pick it up, and I hope to love it. Next we have Divergent by Veronica Roth, which was in my 127 haul video as well. I got this for $3. And then while we were in Florida at another Goodwill, I actually found Insurgents and Allegiance in hardback, and I only gave $1 for both these books. And once again, they're really stiff. So obviously someone did not, they just picked the books up, never read them, and gave them away after they sat on their shelf too long. But I can't wait to read them. Okay, a series that I am really pumped about, and I have been for a while, is the Chronicles of Nick. Chronicles, obviously, by Sherilyn Kenyon. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But here, for me, that's a difficult name. I mean, it really, really is. But I don't know. This one's Infinity. It's the first book of the Chronicles of Nick series. Then I have Inferno and Illusion. I know these are not the order of the books, and I think this is like the 4th book, and Inferno's like the 3rd one. I think that's how they are. But Inferno and Illusion were on sale for like $3 a piece, and I was not going to pass that up. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. And then there's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I got at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter while I was in Florida, and it has the cute little, or awesome little emblem on it. And I mainly got this because I did not have it in hardback edition, and it gave me an excellent reason to buy a book about Harry Potter in the world of Harry Potter, and yeah, it's a thing, people. Last but not least on this haul video is 2 books that I actually bought right after we got back from Florida, and they are Crystal Kingdom by Amanda Hocking and Frostfire by Amanda Hocking. And I know this is book 1 and 3. Oh, sorry. This is book 1 and this is book 3. And I really cannot wait to get into them, but I have to finish the Trill trilogy first, and I need to find the 2nd book of the series. That is the end of this book haul video. I'm hoping it's not too long, but it most likely turned out to. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye.